There we go. Sorry, guys. I am still trying to get used to the streaming. I have not streamed on YouTube in a long time, and I have not done so since I think like a stream of what's it called? Crypt of the Necrodancer. So I'm still getting used to how to stream, and I just now found out where to see your comments, and I feel like I feel so old when it comes to tech. But I had to switch it to live chat, of course. So, how's everybody doing tonight? I didn't plan on doing this. This is kind of like a spur of the moment kind of thing, and just let you know there is a slight delay, maybe about a 10-second delay or so. Last time I did a live stream Q&A, it was planned and I had answers ready, but really I just thought I'd just say hi, and if you guys want to ask me questions, you can. We can talk about certain things, games, movies, whatever. I'm just saying hi after 3 years. So I know everybody wants to know where I've been. I've been right here, and life just happens. And today, in today's day and age, YouTube is a career for most people who create content on there, and that has never been my goal, and it's just always been a hobby, and I don't really have any explanation of why I uploaded Metroid yesterday. Yeah. I just felt like doing it. That's the best answer I can give you. Just felt like, you know what, I'm going to pick it back up. And the reason I stopped or did a 3-year pause in the beginning was I just didn't want to. So just 3 years ago I didn't want to. 3 years later I thought, yeah, I want to now. So that's about it. There's no complicated reason. So I appreciate you guys staying subscribed. I know it's been a very quiet channel for a long time, but I still appreciate you guys are still here, and especially you guys in the Discord. That's pretty cool. I do peek behind the curtain at the Discord every now and then, but at the same time, I'm still a very private person, and I don't generally have a lot of people in my inner circles. Again, just life gets in the way. Just say that. Let me know if the stream audio and video is good, syncing up correctly. Like I said, there's a little bit of a delay, but just let me know. I haven't done this in so long. I was actually kind of surprised at how many views the Metroid Prime review has so far. I think it's about 1,000, and for someone who has not uploaded in 3 years, almost 4, that's pretty dang good, I would say. And I appreciate all your comments, welcome back, and all that kind of stuff. That was really nice. So who is hyped for Tears of the Kingdom? I know I am, and I'm not gonna say if there's a review or not. I'm just not going there. I would like to, but I'm just not gonna make any kind of commitment or anything. Lizzie's doing well, and just been very busy with work in general, and I got some glasses. Got them last year. It's funny. I was playing Fallout 4 for the 7th time or something, and I noticed that I couldn't read the text like I used to. It was becoming increasingly blurry, and I was like, what is going on? And so I went to eye doctor, and she said, I have a really small something, I don't even know the term for it, but so I don't have 20/20 vision anymore. I've had that my whole life, but I guess too much screen time messed up my eyes. So I've got some glasses now, and I like them. It was pretty weird for the first few weeks and having to remember to wear them, but I think they look pretty good. So yeah, I'm hyped for Zelda, and it's coming out Friday. Actually, the GameStop that I pre-ordered it, they called me today and said, "Hey, we're doing a midnight sale, for, midnight release. You should come by." I'm like, "Okay," and I hung up, and I was like, "Yeah, right. I've got work in the morning. There's, maybe in my late teen years when I had no job, or even just a part-time job, I could do that, but not now. Not when I'm 34. It's weird to say that. Pikmin 4, yeah, looking forward to that. That comes out in July, I believe. Yeah, let's see what else, what others are coming out. The funny thing is, I haven't really kept up as much as I used to. I've not kept up with the latest games that are coming out. It's really only those AAA titles such as Zelda and Pikmin coming up. But other than that, I'm just not as interested as I used to be. And maybe that's not a good thing to say for a dedicated gaming channel, but it is what it is. Let's see, Nick Ray, are you still an only Nintendo guy, or do you have other systems? Yep, I've got a PS4. As I previously said, I was playing Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is one of my all-time favorite games, just ever. I've played 7 or 8 times through it, and there's just so much content. And Fallout 4 is the first Fallout game I've ever played. And I tried to go to New Vegas, and I just couldn't get into it. And everybody says New Vegas is amazing, and I just couldn't get there. But anyway, yeah, PS4. I'm looking into I'm looking into getting an Xbox One. But yeah, I don't know. Just PS4 and Switch are pretty much it right now. I watched the Mario movie. Yeah, I saw the Mario movie in the theater. It was pretty good. It was very safe. I believe that's how my brother put it. It was a very safe storyline for the Mario movie. They didn't really take too many risks. There was tons of references and little Easter eggs, and it was just a really nice movie. It wasn't anything super risky like the original Sonic movie, and this is like I'm talking about after they fixed his character model. Sonic was a little more risky. The Mario movie, the Illumination Studios, I think they did a wonderful job, and I think I agree with my brother. He said that video game movies are going to be the new thing, the new trend of movies, as the Marvel and DC universe did for the past 20 years or so. So I think that's true, and I hope they do not make a Zelda movie. I just don't see it working. And big reason is because Link doesn't talk, and I just don't see it. I mean, I know Mario and Luigi and Peach, they don't really talk in games, but they have some kind of dialogue. But Link, just, I don't know. I don't think it's the right type of game to make a movie. You guys like my Zelda mug? Let's see. TLG Kevin, I forgot you had siblings. Isn't it your sister's birthday? It's actually tomorrow. Happy birthday to my sister. I think, honestly, I can't remember how old she's going to be. When you're a kid, birthdays and ages, something you can just remember immediately. And I guess I'm getting older. I cannot remember birthday ages anymore. And honestly, a few weeks ago, somebody asked me how old I was, and I paused. I was like, wait, 33 or 34? But yeah, 34. What do you think of the Sonic films, Freak? Viddies, gaming videos. The Sonic movies were good. I thought the first one was better than the second one, which is surprising. I thought I was going to enjoy the second one more, but uh, I'll say this: I was more hyped for the second movie based on its trailer than I was for the original movie with its trailer. But I actually enjoyed the first one more. I kind of thought the whole thing with Sonic being like an adopted kid from uh, the main guy. I don't know his name. I don't know. It was like you're still a kid. You're my kid. It just doesn't. That just seems too weird for me. And I know, Sonic's supposed to be a kid and he's supposed to learn responsibility through experience and everything, but just saying to an alien anthropomorphic hedgehog, "You're my kid," okay, whatever. Let's see. Any more? Happy birthday. Been watching since I was 10. Good to see you back. From Android of Ice and Fire. I had to read your name once or twice. Appreciate that. Let's see. Do you still play Smash Bros. Ultimate? From TLG Kevin. No. Kind of got my fill of it. I honestly stopped really playing or caring all that much after one of the DLC characters. I just was like, okay, it's another. I mean, I watched the events. I watched the directs. They were really cool. But I don't even have all the characters in DLC anymore. And I kind of feel like Smash has gone to the point, and it's gone to this point years ago, that I can't really enjoy it anymore because people take it so seriously. It's like it's only for hardcore Smash Bros players anymore, and I don't know. It's not just that. It's also there are so many other games I want to play, but that's the gist of it. Let's see what else. Are you planning on playing the Xenoblade sequels from Aiming for Gaming? Yes, just haven't got there yet. My brother is really into the Xenoblade universe, more than me. But the first one was really, really good. Nick Ray, been watching since 2012 when I saw your review for Shadow the Hedgehog. Still to this day, my favorite video game reviewer. That's really cool for one. I really appreciate it. But it's really interesting that Shadow the Hedgehog was the review that you got interested in watching my videos with, because that is such a controversial review. That's just really interesting to me, but I appreciate it. Favorite Smash Bros. Starship Lewis. Maybe it's just my nostalgic talking, but I really enjoyed Brawl. When that came, I got it the second day it came out because I ordered it online and didn't get there till the day after it came out. I can't speak. And I kind of wish the Wii had the capability to show how many hours you played a game, kind of like how the Switch does, because it's got to be in the thousands of hours. And most of the time was playing with my siblings, but sometimes I just play by myself. And it was just so much fun. Even though it's arguably one of the worst ones. And I mean, you can take that with a grain of salt. It's good. It's just compared to the others, it's not as good. It is slower and it has the tripping, but I still really like it. Let's saw one. Where'd it go? Oh. Do you still have your lightning lava lamp channel? I do. I still have it, but I have unlisted all the videos. It's just kind of for family and really close personal friends now. I might as well have just deleted it, but I didn't want to get rid of the channel itself, so it's still there, but none of the videos are available to the public. Jack the Lightning Ripper. Hey, Frequency. You doing well today? You know what? I honestly, no. I've got a sore throat, and I think I've got some sinus issues. I've got a lot of allergies for springtime, and not 100%, but I'm okay. Red Toad, do you play video games? Not as much as I used to. Sad that Gandorf is one of the worst characters in Brawl, if not the worst. Yeah, probably one of the worst. Actually, he is one of my mains in Ultimate, and he's really fun, but he's not my... Actually, my main, I guess you could say, is Young Link, even though he's very controversial. I understand it, but I just really like how he plays. How has life been for you during the pandemic? That was interesting. I'm not going to say what my job is, but I work directly with the public, and we had to abide by the mask rules, social distancing, and it was just... There were a lot of speed bumps in the day-to-day logistics. I'm happy that the pandemic itself is over. I believe the World Health Organization has lifted the emergency status. But we got through it. I did get COVID once. I went on a business trip last year and came back. The night I came back, I felt super sick. And I was like, oh man, I bet I got COVID, because where I went, there were thousands of people. And it was not fun. It lasted, the core symptoms lasted 2 days, and it was so awful. Very fatigued, just super tired all the time, congestion, massive headache, sore throat. It was like any symptom that you get from COVID. It is just up there, max level of terribleness. But the third day, things started to decrease, and it still lingered for about 2 weeks. And actually, I think it did some permanent damage to my sense of smell. I could not smell any kind of scent as well as I used to anymore, which kind of sucks, because I love cooking, and sometimes it's a little difficult for me to see if it's smelling right. I don't know if my sense of taste has been affected, though. Joshman55 Gamer. I already answered this. It says, where have you been? It's a super short, simple answer. For the past 3 years, I just didn't want to do anything with YouTube, creating videos. There was no ulterior motive or whatever. It was just simply, I just didn't want to. And then a couple days ago, I was like, yeah, I think I want to now. So what's the first thing you're going to try to fuse in Tears of the Kingdom? Tony Borda. I don't know. I have tried to stay away from as many news outlets that are reporting on Tears of the Kingdom as much as possible, because I want to go in there fresh with as little knowledge as possible. There's so many videos on YouTube that a bunch of theories about the Zonai and just everything, and I'm just no, I want to go in fresh. The only stuff I will watch are actual Nintendo Directs that Nintendo obviously publishes, and they get to determine what the public sees. Everything else is speculation or rumors or leaks or whatever. I don't want to get there. I want to go in fresh. But as far as fusing weapons, I honestly have not thought about it that much because I don't want to start thinking about it and having these artificial expectations of what I can and can't do in the game, and I just want to get in there and see what's possible. Let's see. Who's your football team? That would be the Seattle Seahawks, baby. And I don't know if you guys are into. No, I hope you meant NFL, American football, not European football, or I'm saying not European, pretty much global football, except we call it soccer. But yeah, if it's NFL, it's the Seattle Seahawks. Jack, what are some of the games you're looking forward to this year? Kind of already answered this, but we'll definitely Tears of the Kingdom and Pikmin 4. I can't remember the name of it. It's Advanced Wars 1+2 or something like that. It may already be out. That actually looked really interesting. I can't remember who asked this, but yes, I still own and enjoy Trauma Team. That's my favorite out of the 3 that I have played. What's your favorite RPG? Well, I already said this, but Fallout 4 is one of my top 5 favorite games of all time, so it's definitely up there. And at the moment, I can't think of a better RPG that I enjoy. I mean, they're probably better RPGs, but I really like it. Let's see. Golden Fist 3000. Hi, Frequency. Just wanted to say it's great to see you still around. I used to watch your reviews all the time when I was a kid. I'm now an adult and still look back super fondly on those vids. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'm glad you made it to the live stream. I didn't announce this or anything. It was just kind of a spur of the moment kind of thing. So I appreciate you stopping by and enjoying my videos. Have you seen any good movies recently? Yeah, I watched a Mario movie in the theater. That's the first movie I've seen in the theater since I want to say Finding Nemo 2. I don't go to the theater that often. It really takes a special movie for me to get off the couch and go sit in a chair to watch it, or pay $15 to see it. Just curious, where is the magical chicken? Magical chicken is still here. He's just in hibernation, just like me. Just like I was. PBU, have you played Elden Ring? Yes. Elden Ring is super, super good. My brother is into it more than I am. I think he's played through it at least twice, if not more. I've only played through the whole thing once, and then I started a New Game Plus, and I got about, I'd say, a quarter into it, and then I was like, I'm done. Because I wanted to play other things. But I really do enjoy the Soulsborne games. I've played all of them except Demon Souls, because I don't have a PS5, and I didn't play the original. But Elden Ring is definitely up there. I'm kind of like this on like which one do I like better, Elden Ring or Dark Souls 3, and I mean I can argue for both. Let's see. Starship Lewis, do you think of reviewing No More Heroes 2 and 3? Well, I mean, I think about reviewing pretty much every game for every console that I review on. It's just a matter of me getting motivated enough to do it. Do you own your own Wii and GameCube collection still? Yep, it's actually... No, wait, that's PC and PS4 and all thing. It's right there. It's definitely grown since my collection videos back like 10, 12 years ago, something like that. Are you planning on making a new intro for your game reviews? You know, I actually thought about making a new intro for the Metroid review, but I was like, nah. And you guys, you gotta know, one of the reasons, and maybe not the core reason, but one of the reasons I've been away for so long is my computer is so old, and it really needs a big tune-up. We're talking new motherboard, new processor, RAM, video card. I basically need a new computer because the Metroid Prime Remastered review took about twice as long to edit and process and upload than it would have if I had a more modern computer. But I just don't have the money to buy a new computer that could handle HD video like that. And I could go out and get one, but I don't want to. I don't want to spend the money just for that. But that is a reason why it took so long, because it is so mind-numbing to edit on this ancient beast. Have I played any Fire Emblem games? I have not, but my brother has, and he's really into them. You should ask him what he thinks. Would you try different consoles for game reviews? I have definitely thought about incorporating PS2 and PS4 games into my repertoire, but seeing how I upload once every 3 years, I don't know if it would make sense. It's a joke, by the way. I've thought about reviewing Frequency, the game called Frequency on PS2, and if you guys aren't familiar, it's like the great-great-grandfather to pretty much all the modern rhythm games that are out today. Favorite game of all time? I don't know. I don't know what favorite game of all time is. That's super difficult to answer. What review of yours would you say you're most proud of? From Dean Gavitt. Most proud of. You know, actually, I was just talking to my brother yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. Yesterday, how I thought my writing skills have really improved over the years, and specifically with Metroid Prime Remastered. I went back and reread my original script for the GameCube version, and it is just very amateurish. I can't speak. And I reread it to maybe gain some inspiration on things I could, talk about again, but man, I'm not super proud of the original Prime script, especially considering I pronounced Ridley and Frigate wrong. I did not know at the time that Ridley was pronounced Ridley. I said Ridley, and the space frigate, I said space frigate, because that's how it's spelled, Frigate, and I don't think I've ever heard it, or I just never put two and two together, so I just kind of read it how I thought it was supposed to be pronounced, but I got so much flack for that, so I thought about making a joke for the Prime Remastered, but it's been so long, I don't know if anybody would have put two and two together that I was, being sarcastic. But I really enjoy how I wrote Metroid Prime remastered. As far as overall being proud of a review, uh, I don't know why this one sticks out in my mind, but Nintendo Land, actually, because that one took forever to capture all the footage and write for it. And remember, that was I think that was my first Wii U review, so I had to get a whole new capture card and figure out all the settings for it, which, today in today's modern world that's super easy, but back then it was not as well known, and figuring out how to find tutorials on how to set up everything correctly was not as accessible as it is today. Do I like pineapples on pizza? Heck yeah. It's delicious. It's sweet and salty and delicious. It's really good. I don't understand people who say pineapple does not belong on pizza. Sorry, your taste buds are just wrong. They are objectively wrong. And it's not your fault, but you're just wrong. Have I ever considered going to conventions? No. Oh, yes, I've considered it, and my answer is no, because I am not, and I mean this in the most respectful way, I am not nerdy enough in any one thing to go to a convention. And actually, I was just talking to Lizzie about this a couple weeks ago, this very topic, how I just find it interesting that there really isn't anything that I'm just so hardcore interested in that I would take the time and money to go to an event such as like a convention. Except this is a gaming channel. You guys know me for my reviews, and that's awesome. But honestly, the thing I research the most is Seattle Seahawks football. I'm a huge fan. I listen to well, they're not professionals, but fans on YouTube daily. I watch or listen to Seahawk podcasts daily, and it's just interesting how I don't do that for video games really. But I do that for Seattle football. Nicholas Foster, have you ever thought about doing collabs with other reviewers? Yeah, back in the day, I thought Viewer and I could collab one. I thought we had a very similar style, and I'll admit, when I first started out, I kind of imitated his style, but that just it never happened. And I know at one point he did comment or say it on a video that he wouldn't mind doing a collab with me, but it just never happened. Have you ever seen the show Psych? Like the first 2 episodes. I just finished season 6 of Better Call Saul. I'm a huge Vince Gilligan fan, and the whole Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, and El Camino universe is just so good. Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad up there in probably the top 3 TV series that I've ever seen so far. Let's see. Oh, Hunter Murray, you're a New England Patriots fan. I respect it, but honestly, I don't mind. I don't mind the Patriots, and I have a lot of respect for Tom Brady. It's Bill Belichick I can't stand. I just don't like his coaching style, his persona. I just. Have I suffered YouTube woes like I have in the last decade from Gaming Top 10, are you referring to the fact that it seems like every major YouTuber has kind of the same format for their videos? And I know it's calculated. I know there's an algorithm and everything to get the most views, but if you're referring to, maybe you should just be more specific, because for me, yeah, YouTube has gone downhill because it's hard to find anything that's has like, I don't know, it's hard to describe. Back in like the early aughts, YouTube was about sharing home videos, and you had these amateur creators figuring out their craft. And now it seems like it's taken for granted, and I feel like YouTube has become a little soulless. I guess you could say there's so many sponsorships and sellouts and whatnot, and YouTube at its core was started for hobbyists, and I don't know. That's my 2 cents. Maybe that's not exactly what you were talking about, but yeah. What's the best review I did? Your favorite is April Fool's review. Oh yeah. I was gonna say Red Dead. No, Red Steel 2. Yeah, that was pretty fun. I thought about doing an April Fool's review every year after, but I didn't want to like milk the joke so much that everybody would expect it. For your future reviews, are you going to plan on adding more skits like you did in the past? It all depends on what I can think of that I believe is worthy of a live skit joke. And I will say, not all of them are a hit. Like, for me, they sound good on paper, but not all of them work out on camera. And the perfect example is the Smash Bros. Melee live skit, where I had my siblings, my brother wore a Mario mask and my sister wore a Pikachu mask, and I held a GameCube controller and we were outside, and it was like I was controlling them kind of thing. And I can't even remember what the punchline of the joke was supposed to be, but if you go back and watch it's not good. It's just not good. But when I thought of it for the first time, I thought, yeah, this would be really funny, but it doesn't always work out. Hey, Bolt Mouse. How's it going? Appreciate you guys. Everyone, appreciate you guys being here for the live stream. I didn't plan it. I was like, you know what? Let's say hi. And I'm glad I did. And you guys, remember, I am a very private person. This is not me in my element. But I've kind of figured if I continue to do it, maybe I'd get better at it, more comfortable with it. Gotta miss Red Toa's magic pencil. Oh yeah, the Star Fox Adventure live skits. They still crack me up. I don't know, my yeah, it was Star Fox, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Star Fox. Are there any games you reviewed, this is Coffee Lover, viewed where your opinion on either the game parts of it have changed? Sorry, I can't read it. And on either the game parts of it have changed in any way. Yes, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. I'll have to think about that. Brandon, is it better be optimistic or realistic? Depends on the situation. I am generally an optimistic person, but I don't know how old any of you guys are, but for those who are yet to be into adulthood or just starting out, adulthood forces you to be a realist. If you think you're an optimist right now, I mean, get ready. The experience of adulthood forces you to be a realist. Yeah, Golden Fist. I do enjoy I really enjoyed the F-Zero live skits. I remember I got one comment on there. I don't know if it's still there, but this one YouTuber, he just absolutely hated the F-Zero live skits, even so much to say just review the game. You're not funny. Like, don't even try. You know, at the time that really hurt because I think that was my 24th review or something like that. You know, I was still very new at it, and to get that kind of heat, that was some emotional damage, as Stephen He would say. But you know, it honestly, so many of the negative comments that I have reread, it really is just water on a duck's back now. I do not care, and that's another thing that adulthood will do to you. You you increasingly don't care what other people think. Nick Ray, still a Christian? I found Christ a couple years ago and remember that you were one years ago. I am. I am a Christian. I am a Seventh day Adventist Christian. And I am in a really good spiritual point in my life right now. So Nick, I'm really glad you found Christ yourself. You will never regret it. And for those of you out there too, I know this is a gaming channel, but I have to say it because I do believe it. You know, if you ever thought about Christianity or anything like that, I would talk to someone who knows what they are talking about. Um, the media portrays Christians as like cultists or fanatics, and it's not like that at all. Don't believe that. You know, speaking of F-Zero GX, I would love to see a remastered version on the Switch. I just I'm kind of giving up hope that Nintendo's like gonna bring back F-Zero at all because I feel like they have had many opportunities to do it, but they don't want to. And I heard something. I don't know if this is true, uh, but I guess Nintendo doesn't want to do it because they can't think of like I don't want to say a gimmick, but like they can't think of enough content to put in a new F Zero other than just new characters, new tracks, or whatever. And I'm like, man, that's a terrible, terrible excuse. F Zero is, I feel like it's very underrated and or underappreciated. And maybe F Zero GX didn't sell well, but I think it really would if they gave it a chance. Uh, See, I think if they're gonna put a new F Zero game out, it's got to be if they want something new for it. A level editor is the way to go. That would be insane. And they don't have to. Back in F Zero GX, it was 30 racers at once, which is awesome. And I know that would take a lot of effort to have that kind of seamless interaction with other characters online, but you don't have to have 30. I mean, you can go the Mario Kart route and have 12 even. But just give us a new F-Zero game or at least a remastered version. I mean, go the Prime route with the remaster. I don't care. I think it would be really awesome. Hmm. So I have a question for you guys. I recently saw a video where, well, it was Arlo, the guy, the Muppet, the blue Muppet. He was saying he has a theory that of why it's taking forever to release Metroid Prime 4. And he believes it's because they are waiting to launch it as a launch title with the Switch's successor. And he made some really good points on why it would be like that, and I feel like I'm inclined to believe him, because it's taking forever. It was announced in, what was it, 2017, I think? And all we've had is a teaser title screen. Nothing else. They've been silent on it until they said they were starting from scratch. Which, okay, fine, but you're telling me you can't give us something? And I think it's because they are waiting to release it with the Switch's successor. Which, the Switch is doing awesome for them, but yeah, it released in 2017 as well, and I think it's about time for an upgrade, right? I mean, even if it's just the Switch Pro, the rumors of a Switch Pro. Blank Papers. Hey, sorry, I can't watch at work, but great review. I was a bit gray on the remake, but I'm relieved knowing it's probably going to be alright going with the Switch port and trying to hunt down a Wii. Yeah, oh, definitely. You need to play the remaster. If you haven't played Metroid Prime Remastered, or if you haven't played Metroid Prime, go the remastered route. I mean, if you want to have the GameCube experience, it has the control mapping for that. So it's just a no-brainer. Oh, let's see. Super Flash Driver. After you reviewed Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, what the heck happened to you? I'll I've said this before. I'll just say it again. It just came down to that I didn't want to review anymore. That's it. I just had no interest in doing it, and again, I'll say part of the reason is it's very difficult to make videos on my main computer. I'm actually streaming this from my laptop. I'm not using my desktop because I think it would crash during the middle of it. But anyway, I just didn't want to, and a few days ago I was like, you know what, I'm going to make a review. And it was like pulling teeth editing that thing on my desktop. But it's out now, so. So, are any of you skeptical of Tears of the Kingdom? Because I don't think I'm skeptical, but I feel like there's this level of hesitation. I don't want to overhype myself. Because, okay, back when Breath of the Wild was the thing, and before it came out, I mean, I was super excited. Brand new Zelda. Coming from Skyward Sword, which... on a tangent note, I can't remember who asked this, but somebody asked, would you go back and maybe redo a review where you have different opinions of it now? And yes, Skyward Sword is one of them. I feel like I gave that game too high of a score because I went and replayed it about 2 months ago. Man, it's frustrating. And I played the Wii version. I did not play the Switch version. And I don't know how I didn't see it when I first played it, but the game holds your hand all the time. It's ridiculous. And just that alone just really killed the experience. So yes, if I could go back and maybe redo a review, it would probably not give Skyward Sword so much praise. I think I was just experiencing the hype of motion controls, which they did work for the most part, but ah, just anyway. Coming from that into Breath of the Wild, I was so excited for it. It was open world. I think the coined term is open air. It's not exactly open world, whatever. And I was super excited, and it was awesome. Now we got Tears of the Kingdom. It's supposedly the same game engine, and I don't know. I don't know anything about game programming, but I'm guessing it's a very similar, if not the same assets, same game engine, whatever. It's the same world, and yes, I know that Nintendo even said, that there's a lot of changes to the Hyrule map and everything, but it's still the same world, and so I have a little bit of hesitation to be like, oh yeah, this is going to be so awesome. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just like, okay, we'll see. I'm sure I'm wrong, but I can't help but feel that. Yeah, so actually getting ready for Tears of the Kingdom, I replayed Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess, just because, well, Skyward Sword I wanted to get more familiar with the origins again, because some of the things that I have heard is one of the rumors is this is like the final game in the Zelda timeline, which I don't believe that means it's the final Zelda game. I think that's an extremely foolish thing to do as far as finances go for Nintendo. But from what I have seen and the rumors, it looks like it could make sense that this is the final Zelda game in the timeline. But I mean, the timeline is weird to begin with, so I mean, who really cares? But I had another thought, but I can't remember it now. I'm tired. It's been a long day. I will say with Tears of the Kingdom, the new powers are cool. The fuse ability is a very interesting mechanic. They have Nintendo basically created, and maybe other games have done this too, but they are at least making it. They created their own way of crafting without menus, which is pretty cool. The problem is, I am not a huge fan of, like, I'll just say, Minecraft. People who really enjoy Minecraft, they have a creative mind, and I'm just not there. I don't like creating my own adventures. I want to, like, if you take what makes Minecraft great, and then you look at Dark Souls. I know it's a weird comparison, but I really, really, really enjoy Dark Souls because you know exactly what you're supposed to do, and there's very little freedom of creativity, if that makes sense. So when Zelda is like, oh yeah, you can create your own weapons and shields and items and whatever, I'm just like, okay, yeah, that is cool. I just hope it's not a huge, a huge, I don't know what you call it. Like, I don't want it to be the main focus of the game. I want it to complement the game. Nick Ray, what state are you in? Yeah, I think I've said quite often that I'm a very private person, so I'm not gonna reveal any details on that kind of thing. Hmm. Josh, man, do you remember in Anubis the second review? You ended up destroying the disc, and yeah, that was pretty fun. Actually, the jigsaw that I used to destroy the game, it was a piece of junk, and it almost could not cut through the game, the case, and everything. But and if it couldn't, I didn't have anything else other than a hammer. But as I was, I only had one shot to do that. I was not going to go out and buy a second copy of that terrible game. But if if it couldn't cut through there, I'd be like, well, I got to think of something else now. And a lot of people said I was copying AVGN and his style on that, and I mean, it was completely unintentional. At the time of that review, I had never even heard of AVGN before, and there was no trying to copy anybody there. I just thought it was a funny gag. Be gone. Be gone, oh filth. Yes. I recently sold a handful of games of mine because I never play them, and I was just looking for some extra cash, and I didn't intend this, but all my PS2 games that I currently have now are all rhythm based. I don't have any PS2 games that are not rhythm based, and I feel like people would call that sacrilege because PS2 has so many amazing games, and I'm not disputing that, but uh, I now have the opportunity to maybe purchase and play some of the PS2 games, but I'm just not interested anymore. Josh, man, don't you remember your brother basically told you to review the game on your Counterforce review? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I was thinking of a different live skit. That I was thinking of the Mario Strikers Charged live skit, um, where he's like, "Well, of course Mario's in the game. It's got Mario in the title." What do you think is the worst LGN? You mean LJN? Isn't that LJN? Yeah. That was I can't really speak of LJN games because that was before my time. DDI, I've only played a few. Honestly, well, the worst one is that kart racing game. That is beyond terrible. Did I see both Sonic movies? Yep. Hey, Wakupe. I don't know if you just joined or maybe I just didn't see you. Yeah, I've seen both Sonics, and I said this in the beginning of the stream, but I actually enjoyed the first one more. I thought I was gonna like the second one more, but I don't know, it didn't excite me as much as the first one. Oh yeah, Mythmaker's Supercard GP. Yeah. I know it's not my style for my reviews and everything, but I actually really enjoy watching AVGN. He cracks me up. Uh, Not so much his newer stuff. Honestly, his I want to say seasons 1 through maybe 1 through 8. We'll see you, Nick. Thanks for stopping by. So I think Metroid is a really good candidate for a movie. Same with Star Fox could be a really good one. Just not Zelda. I don't think that would go over too well. Appreciate you guys being here, and I know there's not a ton in the stream right now, but it's actually more than I thought would be here, so I really do appreciate it. And can't promise anything, but I think I would like to do these kind of like chat Q&A things more often. What's up, Prince William? Thanks for joining the stream. Maybe next time we'll do a Q&A and I'm actually playing something. I just don't know what to play because I don't want it to be something too intense for me to focus on and not be able to talk to you guys, but I don't want it to be something super dull either. If you guys don't already know, I do have a Discord. If you guys want to come join that. Full disclosure, I don't regularly post anything, but you are welcome to chat with the other freaks. That's totally cool. I might get into it a little bit more, but like I said several times now, I'm a very private person. It's not just that, but it's just hard to find time, and I'm kind of surprised I found time today to do this. Usually I've got several things on my plate, but I thought it'd be nice to have this little chat with you guys. Stream on Twitch. Yeah, I could. Honestly, I've thought about streaming Fallout 4. And I'll say it again, if you guys who don't know, Fallout 4 is one of my favorite games of all time. And I don't know if I'm like really good at it or whatever, but I don't care. It's really fun. So Fallout 4 would be pretty cool. I know I've streamed Amplitude on there, and TF2, and what else? Crypt of the Necrodancer. The problem with streaming is I'm not a good streamer when it comes to talking with you guys, talking to the viewers. I really just hyper focus on the game, and it's not easy for me to do both. And if I was going to do that, I would probably need one of my siblings or both of them to be there with me in the same room talking, so they could talk to you guys, they could do whatever, they could moderate the whole thing. But streaming on my own, if I'm going to do that, you're probably not going to hear too much from me because I want to just focus. Are you ever going to give a 5 out of 5? Emerson, you should watch my Mario Galaxy 2 review. So, well, I've been streaming for quite a bit now. We can still keep going if you'd like. I don't know what else to really say unless you guys want to just ask questions, or we can talk about whatever. I probably do need to go to bed probably within the hour. I do have to get up early for work, but I just thought it'd be fun to do this. Are you ready for the new Dragon Ball Tenkaichi game? I didn't even know one was coming out. That'd be pretty cool. Have you seen Spider-Man No Way Home? Uh, I have not even seen Avengers Endgame. I just kind of got out of the whole Marvel universe, not really interested anymore. And people that I've told that to, like, are you serious? You stopped at Endgame? And I'm like, yeah, sorry. If I'm gonna continue with that, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch. Not all of them, but at least start at the first Avengers Avengers movie. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. You have to understand too, for as far as movies go, there's so much crap that Hollywood puts out. Uh, it's it's not appealing like it used to be, and you know, like I said before, I am a Christian, and I have a certain threshold on what I want to be a part of as far as like watching certain things. Um, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Have you played any Spider-Man games besides the one you reviewed? Yeah, not any new ones, but I have played other Spider-Man games. I think I played one on the Game Boy. I think the original Game Boy, and it was terrible. You're gonna be using your PC or laptop? Well, okay. My PC has. It's easier to review to create reviews on my PC because the laptop, everything is compact. But my PC has a better graphics card, but it has a lower processor, but it has more RAM. So it's like, and the biggest problem with my PC is the processor. It's very outdated, and it's just it's overworking itself trying to render everything and do all these things at once, and it just takes forever. How would you review Attack on Titan in a Christian's perspective? I actually stopped watching it, so that could tell you something. So. Hmm. Here's a question for you guys. Are there any reviews, and you can be honest, please be honest. Are there any reviews of mine that you just completely disagree with? I'd be interested to know. There was there was one subscriber of mine back in the day where he would constantly nitpick or just point something. He would make too big a deal out of one thing in every single review was, I don't know, maybe he just liked arguing. He could be a lawyer when he grew up, after college, but just constant. And it's just like, really? But he was a very loyal subscriber. He would be one of the first ones to watch or comment, and it was a really interesting, content creator subscriber relationship. It felt like he had more negative things to say than positive, yet he was one of my most engaged subscribers. And I don't know if he's still subscribed or a name change. Maybe you're here right now. I have no idea. I will say, I had the idea a few months back to just completely eliminate my Frequency YouTube channel, and not for good, but just eliminate it and start over from scratch. I would still keep, the original copies of my reviews for me, but I would create a new channel and just start over with all the games I've ever reviewed and just see what happens. Like, see how my channel could grow organically. Because, yeah, I have over 15,000 subscribers, but it doesn't show in my video views. I get, I'm lucky to get a 15th of that out of the videos. But I know that's my own fault for not posting or whatever, but it is what it is. So I did have that as an idea, and my brother was like, no, don't do that. And yeah, I don't think I was ever going to. I was not serious about that, but it was a passing thought. This is a big nitpick, but Xenoblade, to me, it's a 5 out of 5. I also heavily disagree with your comment on how it could have used the motion controls to an extent. Still a review, though. Okay, that's fair. I think it did use the motion controls for one little QuickTime event, the Wii version. Anyway. Let's see. Have you played the Resident Evil 4 remake? I have not. I'm probably not gonna get it. I've watched a playthrough of it, about halfway through, but then I don't know. It's just a little too much. If you know what I mean. The game is fun. The original Resident Evil. I'm not saying it's not fun. I'm not saying it's a good game. Just personally, I'm trying to stay away from that kind of thing. Oh, was it a button press, Dean? I guess I'm just remembering it wrong. I do have the remastered version of Xenoblade for the Switch. It is the best version. I think I've played through it twice, actually, on the Switch. I think I've played through Xenoblade 1 on the Wii once, and the Switch version twice. It's really good. I just haven't gotten to the others yet. Something interesting was I remember when you reviewed Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and we viewer did around the same time, and you both had polar opposite opinions. That's right, we did. That's really interesting. That would be that. I think that would be a good collab video. You see a lot of collab videos of people agreeing with each other. But what if you had more of a debate style? That would be kind of interesting. Xenoblade Chronicles was actually my request when you did the Mario Makers contest. Yeah, that fell through, didn't it? I remember struggling on the level you made so much titled Risky Coins. Yeah, Risky Coins. Starship Lewis, do you think of reviewing Mad World? That is one of the games I will not review because of what the game is and what the goal of the game is. That's not something I want to be involved with. You plan to do more Mario Maker challenges? I really wanted the Mario Maker challenges to be a thing. I thought that would have been really fun. But like I said, life gets in the way. There's only so many hours in the day, and it really just comes down to my level of interest to pursue something like that, in addition to, keep reviews going. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff I would like to do, but I can't pretend or lie to myself of or have this fake, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. I can't do that anymore. So I guess just to put it bluntly, you're gonna get what you're gonna get out of this channel and me. I'm not gonna make any promises or anything, because at the core of it, it's still just a hobby of mine. I never intended for this channel to blow up to a million subscribers or whatever. It's just something I like to do for fun. Sorry if that's harsh, but that's the reality. Do I still have the magical chicken? I do. I still have it. I think. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I don't. It's actually my mom's. It's a casserole dish that I think she and my dad got as a wedding present. Back when dinosaurs ruled the earth. And she never really used it, so I was like, oh, this would be perfect. Because honestly, the whole idea of picking out review requests, I originally thought of a top hat, but I was like, I don't have that. I need something, and that chicken casserole dish was just sitting there and never being used. I was like, oh, this is great. It has it opens up like a top, and I just make a little fun thing out of it, and there you go. There's magical chicken. But I think I gave it back to her in my first disappearance, in between the time of my Hyrule Warriors and Splatoon 2 review. I think Splatoon 1 or 2. So she still has it. I don't have it, but I can get it anytime. Josh Man, have you already moved into a new place? Yeah, I'm in a different place, new house, from the one that you saw when I did my original live stream Q&A. So I have moved so many times. I'm so sick of it, but that's life. Yeah, Josh, man, I'd probably not review Mad World. If I was able to review and get through all the Wii titles that to ever exist, Mad World would probably be the only one that I would not. The only Magical Chicken episode I believe has been lost to time is the first episode. Everything else is still there to this very day. Nope, that's not true. Super Flash Driver. It is hidden at the end of my Spider-Man review. I can't remember the exact title, but it was like review number 20 or so. I don't remember. Anyway, it's at the very end of that review. It's not... Episode 1 is not its own video. Yep, still got my Zelda scroll. Back there. Got my ocarina right there. Are there any casserole-themed video games? That would be the literal magical chicken. Well, it'd be maybe like Cooking Mama or Overcooked. Overcooked is so much fun. I know they have others. I have Overcooked too, but not on the Switch. I have it on the PC. Oh yeah, Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Yeah, that's where it is. Would you say that doing game reviews on YouTube has had an overall net positive effect on your life? Yeah, definitely. It's, I'd argue to say there are more viewers than content creators on any kind of social media platform. So being able to be a part of the content creator community, even for as few and far between as I've been posting, it's still fun. It's still like, yeah, I get to be a part of this. Who do you mean Smash Bros. Besides Link? Well, in Smash Ultimate, my main is actually Young Link, but Ganondorf is one. Mario was one in the Wii U version. Lucas is another one. I haven't played it in well over a year. I couldn't tell you all the details of everybody I mained. I remember seeing you and 3 other people play Overcooked on a live stream. Really? I played Overcooked on a live stream? I don't remember that. If that's true, I'm really losing my memory. I don't remember doing a live stream of it. With a review for the review, yeah, it was me, Lizzie, and Red and Espeon. But not a stream. On Viddy's gaming videos, you say you sometimes main Joker. Funny tangent story. When I was at a Walmart for I think it was the Switch. I'm sorry. Maybe I am really losing my memory. I could have sworn I was at Walmart waiting for midnight for the Switch release and also Breath of the Wild. And this guy came up and said, "Hey, did you hear Joker is the new DLC for Smash?" And I had no idea who he was talking about because I had never heard of Persona 5. And I still don't know much about it. And he was just like, "What? You've never heard of that?" I was like, "Nope." And for a split second when he said Joker, I was thinking, Batman Joker. And I was like, "What?" That'd be something. That'd be an interesting crossover. But yeah, I still don't know what Persona 5 or that game is about. Appreciate it, Evan. Thanks for coming to the stream. How are Red and Espeon doing? I think they're doing really well. Espeon's birthday is tomorrow. If you want to say happy birthday to her, that'd be awesome. All right, we'll see you later, TLG Kevin. Thanks for coming to the stream. I think I am going to end this pretty soon as well. I've been on here almost an hour and a half. What's the reason you would not want to see a Legend of Zelda movie? I think the main reason is because Link doesn't talk in the games. It would just be too weird to see somebody playing as him and talk. And I guess they could maybe make it so that for whatever reason, movie Link doesn't talk as well, but it just wouldn't. It doesn't translate well in movie form. In game form, yeah, but not movie. Oh, I'm not the only one who thought it was Batman Joker. Oh, thank goodness. We'll be the only two on Earth that thought it was Batman Joker. Yeah, the Zelda. If it was a Zelda movie, I uh, I don't think a live action would work as well. It would have to be more. It would have to be CG, I think, but it cannot be like the cartoony style of the Mario movie. It just wouldn't work. And I don't know if there is one that would work. I think you should just leave it alone. Hmm. What content do I feel uncomfortable with? Well, I don't know. Just games that really heavily focus on violence and just just straight up gore. And I think the point of Mad World is you get more points the more creative you are to killing someone, and that just does not appeal to me. And yeah, I play games like Dark Souls and Elden Ring and um, Resident Evil games, but it's just something about Mad World, and no, I'm not going there. And honestly, I am trying to get out of that kind of that gaming genre. Well, not genre, but the style. Like the RE4 remake, looks like a great game, but I would never buy it. It's just it's too. I guess it's just too violent. I'm not really into that. But I mean, so is Elden Ring. So I don't know. I feel like I'm contradicting myself, but I guess Elden Ring is more because it's like a fantasy game and Resident Evil is like a horror game. I don't know. It, it's a work in progress for me. It's a personal conviction. Favorite Batman actor? Oh, it's got to be George Clooney, right? No. uh, I really like Christian Bale as Batman. I thought the newest. I've seen the newest one, The Batman, with what's his name, the Twilight guy, uh, Patterson or something. Anyway, that movie was pretty good. Uh, I don't. I still think Christian Bale trilogy is like the best one. Everybody says the Michael Keaton Batman was the best, but no. Robert Pattinson. That's right. You have plans on streaming future games on YouTube or doing regular playthroughs? I do have plans. I think I said this in the past, or a few moments ago, that it's hard for me to be an entertaining streamer because I don't generally talk when I'm playing games. I just need to focus. So it's really beneficial if somebody else is with me in the physical room. It's got to be my brother or sister. If it's just me, it's really hard for me to come up with things to say, and I feel like that's half the battle of being a good gaming streamer. It's not just the game, but it's also being engaged with your audience, and that's just difficult for me to do this. Even this right now is very unnatural to me. I'm sitting in an empty room talking to a camera, and I just have to get more used to that if I want to continue this. I'll see you later, Bone Mouths. Thanks for dropping by, and we'll see you later. Yeah, I'd say Robert Pattinson did really well as Batman. I just think that the Batman Begins trilogy, Christopher Nolan one, is just generally more entertaining. The grittiness of the Batman was very good, and I thought Robert did a really good job playing as Batman. What was the next game you... What? Mario Game Freak 1. What was the next game you to review before your 3-year break? Oh, are you talking about the next game hint on my Mario and Rabbids? Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what game that was. I mean, it's Sonic Mania, and it just came down to I just didn't want to. I started recording footage for it, and I just don't want to. I want to do something else, and then I just quit for 3 years and just came back with it. So I might review it eventually, but it's just not something I want to do right now. Sonic Frontiers. I'm interested, but not enough to buy it right now. I don't know. When they first showed I think it was just a demo video, it looked so empty and just unfinished. Maybe it's better now. I don't know. Apparently it's the best-selling Sonic game of all time now. And I'm sure one day I'll play it, but it is not my main focus of what I want to play right now. I mean, my main focus is Tears of the Kingdom, and I still play Amplitude on the PS4 all the time. I don't know if you guys even know the game. I know some of you do, but it has an online ranking system for point values, and I am currently number 50 of highest, most accumulated points. So that's really cool. And I don't know, just I love rhythm games, and Amplitude just has a special place in my heart. What's going on, Perso? Thanks for joining. Have you played Sekiro? Oh, that's right. I previously stated that I have played all the Soulsborne games, except Demon Souls. But Sekiro is another one I have not. And actually, my brother just beat it the other day, and he said it was really good. And that is one I would like to try. You know what game I would really love to see a remastered of is Soul Calibur 2 on the Switch. It doesn't even have to be remastered. Give me that glorious 480p, but with online play. That would be so much fun. My brother and I recently played Soul Calibur 6 on PS4. It's fun. It's just complicated, and it just takes a long time to master. Companies like Disney. Yeah. Josh, man, that's another reason why I think Hollywood is just going down the toilet. I don't need your political agenda pushed on me in movies or shows or even games. I just like I said before, I'm a huge NFL fan, and when they had that whole kneeling thing, you know, I want to watch football. I don't want to do anything else. If you have issues with politics, social justice, all that kind of stuff, I just want it left off the field. Speaking of rhythm games, are you excited for Rift of the Necrodancer? I'll be honest, that's the first time I've heard of it. And I said this back in early in the stream that I don't generally keep up with the newest games coming out like I used to. One is I just don't have time to do that. There's so many other things that I'd rather be doing with my time. But Rift of the Necrodancer, that's interesting. So. Well, it is getting really late. I've been on here over an hour and a half. I really appreciate you guys coming to say hi. I'm planning to make this a semi-regular thing at least. It's just nice to hang out with you guys. And maybe next time I'll actually be playing something. It'll be more interesting than just watching me in an empty room. But anyway, I think I will end it here. Mario Game Freak, how's your wife? Lizzie's doing just great. Thanks for asking. But I will end it here. If you guys don't already know, I do have a Discord. Come on by, join it, and hang out with the other freaks. But as of right now, I'm going to stop it. So I will see you guys later.